Sunday, watch out. You're probably going to get a visit from some creature or another looking for treats and candy. Halloween is back this year. We were just talking to Dr. Bogosh. It is considered much more safe this year, although, yes, protocols in place. Still keep the safety in mind, masks and distance. Don't go into crowded spaces. For some kids, though, Halloween has always been a challenge, and there have been barriers to celebrating the best, spookiest time of year. There's a dad who is on a mission to change that and make Halloween accessible for all children. And he's with us this morning. Rich Padullo, the founder of Treat Accessibly, which you're going to hear all about. It's an organization that really makes sure that everyone can trick or treat. And Rich is with us this morning. Welcome to our program. We're so happy to meet you.
Happy Halloween, Heather.
It's a fantastic story. The story behind Treat Accessibly goes back to 2017 and something that you saw in the street. Tell us what sparked this whole movement.
My daughter and I were putting out pumpkins on stairs, as people do, and we looked up, and there was a family across the street, and one of the little ones was using a wheelchair, and it occurred to me that he couldn't treat at our home because I'm putting pumpkins on stairs, and I panned out and saw that every house on the street had stairs. And it really hit me like a ton of bricks, and I just wanted to do something for that little boy and his family, so we thought, how could they know they'd be welcome at our house? And I then wanted to build a bat signal sort of thing, and my wife wouldn't give me a $50,000 budget, so we went with a lawn sign. And we put a lawn sign out because we figured, okay, they'll go back and forth for their times out of the house, and they'll see it. And we did the sign. It just said accessible trick-or-treating. It had the iconic wheelchair symbol. It had a cape blowing in the wind. Thanks to my daughter, the cape was static, and then she said, no, it needs to blow. And we were like, oh, it's perfect. And that year we had 7 families attend.
So that was it. One sign, one idea, 7 families, and a very, very empathetic daughter and father. And then since 2017, how has it grown?
We realized quite quickly that printing signs ourselves wouldn't work. So we started speaking to local government, and that spun into provincial government. And we had mayors, John Tory supported it in 2019. Premier Ford, 4 ministers made a video about it, and private sector started creating signs for us and sharing them through their distribution cycles. And so we had agents from RE/MAX actually in 2019, and then we had 25,000 signs up in 2019, and this year we look to have 100,000 homes participating thanks to more signs being produced by RE/MAX and Kinder and getting out there. So
whoa.
Awesome.
1 to 100,000. I mean, that's incredible.
It's pretty cool.
That is just wonderful. And I mean, this is not the last year. I mean, this has become something so huge. You have big plans for the future. What's the goal? What's the dream, Rich?
My daughter believes that we can be across North America. There are 400,000 children in Canada that identify with having a disability. So we want to have 400,000 homes by 2025 in Canada, but there's also a multiple of 10 in the U.S. So there are 4 million children in the U.S. We want to have 4 million in the U.S. by 2025. And we're actually having wonderful conversations with our partners come the first day of November to start talking about it.
So I'm just wondering, what I'm thinking about is this is Halloween, but there's a whole lot of Valentine's Day in this because there's a whole lot of heart, which I love because your daughter is not disabled. This is just based on what you saw, and obviously it has taken off. People watching us, it's just Friday. I mean, this year, Halloween is Sunday. Is there time between now and then to make a home accessible? Tell us how.
Absolutely. I am very lazy, so I only do things that are the easiest things to do. Any home can be accessible, so it's literally just take your treat station to the end of your driveway or under in your garage, and put a sign up and you can go to our website literally and print it at home, and people will know that your home will be accessible by Friday. But you literally just treat from your driveway, and everything else happens organically. So it's so simple to do.
All you have to do is just make it in a place that everybody can have access to.
That's it.
So tell me, what you have seen in your neighborhood or other places you've gone to see firsthand the impact that what you thought of is having?
There's three different audiences I'll share. In October 2nd, we created a Treat Accessibly event. We piloted the first Treat Accessibly Halloween Village on Queens Drive in Weston Village. We sent 50 letters out to homes on a little section of street. 30 homes got back to me within 2 days saying they would fully decorate their home on October 2nd to have this event for the children of Hull and Bloorview. So that's homeowners. They love it. We invited people from Hull and Bloorview, families from Hull and Bloorview. Within 2 days, we were at full capacity for the event. We could have actually 700 people there over the span of the day based on the city permit bylaws. So literally everybody came. And then afterwards, when people were there, they decided to have their own Halloween village. And the town of Caledon and a gentleman named John Grow are having their own Halloween village. So the second you do this, it enters your DNA. You start opening your eyes to how inaccessible our world is and our institutions are because of something as simple as Halloween being inaccessible. It kind of creates that same moment that we had, and you become a champion for accessibility in your daily life. So it's really had an impact.
Well, just to hear about it is having an impact. Have you heard, has there been a child, has there been a parent who said something to you like that? Yes. Share that.
So we received a text after our Halloween Village event from a mom of an 18-year-old boy who had a mobility disability. And she said he hadn't treated, and he was 18 years old, ever in his life. So...
Okay. No, I get it. I mean, it's incredible. You gave him that opportunity just by.
Sorry, Heather.
No, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. You know, we try to celebrate and salute the heroes and the helpers on this show, and I think you are in that category for us today, Rich. So really, thank you for telling us about that.
Thank you.
I love it. Canada, you wanted to be home to the first accessible holiday tradition.
That's right.
And,
yes, that's right.
That's the aim. And we'll see. We'll check in with you, Rich, to see how this grows. What a wonderful idea. Thank you for sharing it with us today.
Thank you, Heather. Happy Halloween, everyone.
You too.